In 15 years, polygons are not going to exist. I think with AI, it's going to remove all of the tedious work, low poly, high poly, baking.
There's so much focus right now on the generative side of things that people are like, oh, this is making art for me. But like, if you just think about it, you're going to realize that's actually great. I don't want to be talking about AI, but again, it's so hard not to.
We're going to get canceled and flamed if we talk too much about AI.
I have no idea.
I always like robots and sci-fi. I've always played video game, like started with the NES and then Super Nintendo and then N64 and PC and all that stuff. I really like to sculpt flowers. I'm the best and I have the most fun doing. At the end of the day, man, just do whatever you want to do and fuck what people think.
We are autistic for sure. I guess you don't need any introductions because you are the guy of the moment right now.
Am I?
I think so. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but we used to talk during the NFT days.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy time. Crazy time. Actually, I bought a VR headset because of you. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
And every time somebody bought a VR headset because of me, bro, I would be so rich, I think.
Yeah, maybe just like 2%, you know, just 2%.
Yeah, exactly.
Would be enough. Yeah, but it's actually, because I think we think similarly about concept. I don't want to just talk about concept art, but it's so hard not to, you know. Because you just want to explore shapes, and very similar to me, you don't care so much about polishing stuff, which is the best. Because let's be real, I don't want to be like in 15 years from now, like, oh, this squad's, you know, not like perfectly flat. Like,
no, in 15 years, polygons are not going to exist.
Yeah.
We're going to just do directly into the matrix.
Do you think so? Like, really? I mean, what do you think is going to happen in 15 years? Because right now with AI, it's so weird. Like, what's possible, what isn't, you know?
I hope so. Like, if everything that bogs us down is the technology, and like we have to retopo and, you know, the UVs and all that stuff. Like, what I would want to do is like make something and then straight into the engine. And I think with AI, it's going to remove all of the tedious work. So like, yeah, doing low poly, high poly, baking, like it takes forever and nobody wants to do it. So
yeah, and it's like one of those things that when you start doing art in general, like especially digital art, you always have those problems with the tool itself. Because they're like, oh, it's so cool, it's so fun to explore these shapes, and now okay, let's make something like workable. And you're like, oh damn, UVs and shit. And I'm like, damn. Even nowadays, like I'm still doing like freelance concept art, especially 3D. I do most of my stuff in 3D. It's because so fast right now. Because I remember I used to use ZBrush before Dynamesh, and that was impossible.
It was a mess.
Yeah. There's no way to do that. And now it's so easy. And even like with AI tools, I think people got too scared of AI in general. I don't want to be talking about AI, but again, it's so hard not to.
We're gonna get canceled and flamed if we talk too much about AI.
I have no idea. Like I just posted like a quick stuff that I did, a quick experiment that I did with Tencent or like Nano Banana, I think. And the people were just like, "It's not real art." I'm like, yeah, but like I'm not chiseling marble, you know. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, what I wanted to say is like, there is so much focus right now on the generative side of things that people are like, oh, this is making art for me. But like, if you just think about it for a second, you're gonna realize that's actually great. Not the generative side of things, but like the retopo and I don't know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like even with the Unreal stuff, like with all the nanites, they just want like super heavy mesh directly in the engine, and that's the limitation right now. Is the tech that we have, it can't support the stuff that like the artist can output. Like if you sculpt something in ZBrush that has 100 million poly, you have to do something with it to be able to be usable. But in the best case scenario, you would just want that stuff directly in the game, you know?
Especially the VR tools, like we use voxels, and it's so weird because so fast in the engine, you're like, oh, that's so cool. Then you import in ZBrush, everything crashes. Because it has to convert to polygons. So much more expensive for the memory and the processing power of the computer. Even if you have a great rig, like sometimes 100 million polygons, it's brutal. Even for my PC, I have a crazy machine. And It's horrible. All right.
Same thing.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's. So actually, whenever I do this podcast, I interview like random artists that I admire or people that I have any connection with. I like to ask them about their childhood, but I want to be like trauma or shit like that. Just like,
okay, just the good part of it.
Yeah, just the good part. Like, what were you into like when you were a child? Like, maybe mechs or anything, but you know, in general, like, doesn't need to be art related. That's what I mean.
I always love video games. That's for sure. Like, I've always played video game. Like, I started with the NES and then Super Nintendo and then N64 and PC and all that stuff. So always playing video games. I always like robots and sci-fi. Like Power Rangers was one of my favorite when I was a kid. Yeah,
Kamen Rider.
Mostly Power Rangers, because Kamen Rider we didn't really have that in Canada. Like it's mostly like American shows. At some point I discovered anime with like, you know, Digimon and Pokemon, and I didn't even know it was anime. Right? Yeah. I mean, I like the Pokemon games. Pokemon games are better.
Okay,
the anime I prefer Digimon. Yeah. But you know.
And there's like Angomon, which is the coolest Pokemon.
Yeah.
And Kabuterimon, I think is like the guy. Yeah. It's hard to compete with that.
Yeah, the designs are crazy. Like it starts, it's like, oh, it's a rabbit, and then it's a rabbit with machine guns, and you're like, what the fuck? Like what?
Yeah. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
So yeah, all the anime stuff I really liked. I played a lot of StarCraft when I was a kid. I played Quake. Yeah, a lot of sci-fi stuff I really liked. At some point I discovered Gundam, like the Gundam kits. That was really cool. But yeah, anything like superhero, like dinosaurs, like anything a little boy likes.
Yeah.
Just like bashing stuff together and like fighting and
yeah, hell yeah. Like playing pretend or something like that with toys and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn. Good times. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 35.
Oh, you're older than me. Damn, I'm doing something wrong. You look pretty good for.
I don't know. I get that often. I still get ID'd whenever I go buy alcohol. So.
Really?
You know.
And in Canada, you have to buy alcohol because it's so cold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my mom is an art teacher, so she would always make me glue like cardboard boxes, like toilet paper rolls, and like make shapes. I didn't know what I was doing back then, but I was trying to make like ships, robots, right?
It's always fun to create. And I would love to draw on paper, but like back then, all the video games were like side scrollers, right? So the level like Mario. So I would draw a level, and then I'd be like, oh, there's a fire here, and then there's a ladder here, and then I would draw in the corner like, oh, you got 5 arrows, and then you got 10 bullets, and like that's how you need to. So I would draw like game levels, but like flat on 2D. It was pretty fun, but
so you were having that like animation happening in your head, right? You're just like playing the video game while you were drawing.
That's cool.
Yeah. I used to do the same thing, but with dinosaurs, like making maps. Yeah, crazy. So weird. Like we are autistic for sure. That's not normal.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that does it, and like it happens at different spots of the world too. Like top and bottom of the map, we're doing the same thing. You know?
Yeah, and so your influences were mostly like mechs, stuff like that, which actually, you know, makes a lot of sense. Like,
yeah,
you don't do creatures, right? I mean, maybe like in the work.
I like to do some for my like personal work. I don't share it much. Like every time I share something that's kind of organic, people are like, okay, it's fine.
I don't get it. Yeah.
But whenever I share some mechs, they're like, oh yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. And I think I'm better at mech than organics, but like I love doing creatures. Maybe not humans, but like monsters, dinosaurs, like weird insect stuff. I really like to sculpt flowers too. Yeah, it's just organic stuff. It's fun too, but I'm the best and I have the most fun doing mechanical stuff.
And I see you play a lot. Not that you do kit bashing, but I think your workflow is like kit bashing, right? Because they're just trying to like to merge shapes, and I think it's the coolest thing. so not low effort, but low brain. How can you say? Low exhaustion. I guess.
Stress.
Yeah. 'Cause I think we have a range, at least for me, like the first 2 hours of work I can do like great work, and then after that I'm like, damn, this sucks. I
This
hate
is
my
bad.
life. Just like thinking about sculpting and actually sculpting is two different things, you know.
Yeah, the design part takes all of your brain power, and then at some point, like you burn it super fast, and then you just need to do detailing and like rendering and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
So are you using mostly Adobe stuff right now, right? Even for rendering?
Yeah.
Still using Keyshot at all?
Yeah, Keyshot for rendering. So all the sculpting I do in Modeler, and then I export everything to Keyshot, and that's where I do all my rendering. And then sometimes I paint a little bit on top, but I try to paint the less I can, because they always ask to like turn the view, and then you have to repaint it again. And it's like, it's just for bells and whistles. Yeah,
I do the same. Like I try to do least stuff on rendering, especially because I use Keyshot as well. I'm like, I used to do, you know, like all the decals and shit like that. Like hide behind, and you know, like the decals, they have that feature, so they go through the model, and like I forget something, then I have to polish in Photoshop. I'm like, I cannot do this anymore, so I don't do any of that anymore.
I try to go as fast as I can, and then with Keyshot it's good because you can just export your whole mesh. You don't have to do any retopo, any baking, any nothing. You just
one button,
the whole million poly, and it's fine. Yeah,
it's so hard to move away from it. Sometimes I want to use, like, I try to use Octane. I even bought the license again this year.
Same.
I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Like, there's no point. Like every time I want to do like a cool shot, I'm like, I can do the same thing in Keyshot. It's just the lighting is not as good as Octane, but like, the time
but even with
lose, you know.
With Blender, I see my colleagues and my friends using Blender, and they can get crazy volumetric fog and shit. And I'm like, but I try to import my mesh, and then the program crashes.
Exactly.
It's over.
And again, like even for Octane, you have to like lower your decimator model. Like I have a great GPU here, but still, like it doesn't allow for that. Not as Keyshot. I don't know what they are doing with Keyshot, but they should actually add some like lifetime features on it. Like even volumetrics, they should have an option to have like not like a real volumetric, but just like, I don't know.
Some kind of bloom or like for fog, because it's really good for like characters and props, but for environments,
it's not that.
It's kind of tricky. People only do like interior design, so like product design, so something that's lit very well with like sunlight and stuff like that. But for like environment concept art, it's always the fog and the clouds and stuff. So I wish they had more of that. But
1 second, my cat wants to go out.
Oh, good.
Do you have any pets, by the way?
Yeah, I do have a little cat.
Oh, a little cat as well. What's his name or her name?
Her name is Saffron. She's an orange cat.
Okay. Oh yeah, makes sense. Like a rusty spot. So yeah, dude, actually, I don't know. I'm actually being so happy when I saw you're painting your own kits and resin printing them. Yeah, it's so satisfying, because I wish more people did that. Like a lot of us digital guys, because I started in traditional, so to me it's kind of going back to my roots. And I think for all artists, we are all going back to our roots. Like we want to do traditional stuff at some point. But your Mac stuff, like it's so hard to make it traditionally, like cutting sheets of plastic. So you have to 3D print them. But to see you having fun in your process, and I even commented on your last video, like, damn, it's so satisfying. How much of that do you like? You know, like the whole process. Do you actually like painting them?
Oh, it's super fun. Like whenever I build just Gundam kits, I have a lot of fun making them. But like to be able to design it in your head and then print it and have it for real, like it's mind blowing. And I wonder why not more people are doing it. Like it's the same for VR. I wonder why not everybody's using it, you know.
But VR, I think, is easier to explain. I've been thinking about that for a long time, because whenever I show my students, I have a course here in Brazil. I have the biggest course in Latin America, dude. 1,500 students. Okay, this is
that's awesome.
I'm self-promoting right here. But whenever I tell them, like, I see they have a really, how can I say, good sense of design. I'm like, dude, you have to try VR. and they're like, yeah, but in Brazil it's so expensive, and like, what if I don't like it?
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, I know it. I know what you're thinking, but just trust me. And they always buy it and they always love it. But the thing is, it's hard to sell VR because you have to have a VR headset to actually.
Yeah, and then you have to have a good PC, and then you have to put it on. It's a whole thing, and I get it. And every time I talk to somebody, they say the same thing. It's like, oh, but it's an extra step. It's a extra gear, and then blah blah blah. It feels very complicated, and I guess it's the same thing for 3D printing.
Yes.
Like, people need to have the setup at home. They need to have the ventilation, and then the space, and then it's also a whole thing. But like, I really like 3D printing, and I started way back when it was just like filament printing.
Oh yeah.
And the resin printing was like $5,000 for a machine, right?
Formlabs.
And now it's pretty cheap. Yeah, exactly. The Formlabs 2 was like, that's crazy. But then there's new technology that comes out with like the fused plastic, something that you can print with like no support because it prints in like sand and stuff. That's fucking nuts too.
There's some wax ones. Did you see those?
Yeah.
They're printing layers of wax to be like the support material. Like,
yeah, you can just tear it apart.
Those
and
people
then
come with that stuff. You know, it's so easy for us to use the technology, but you have to think like there's some guys right there. Like, they love building stuff. Like, okay, this is magic to me. It's just magic. It's actually, we live in a time which everything is pretty much magic. If you go back in time and told yourself like, in the future we're gonna be resin printing, like, it's so crazy to say that out loud. But it's
even like 10 years ago, it didn't exist. All that stuff, it was just impossible. And same thing with concept art. Whenever I was a kid, like, it wasn't a job. Like, you didn't show up at school and they're like, hey, if you want to be a concept artist, you need to do this. Like, it wasn't a thing. Like,
it was not even in the radar. In 2013, I got a scholarship to go to South Korea to study there for 1 year. Yeah, and I did the internship in Hyundai. You know, the car company.
Yeah, the car.
Yeah, Hyundai. I think you guys called Hyundai there. I don't know, but
what do you mean, you guys?
I mean the American speaking, Canadian speaking. Because in Korea, I learned that the correct way of saying is Hyundai, right?
Yeah.
I used to say Hyundai. That's the way it's written, right? So anyway, who cares? I mean, so I was doing an internship there, and I saw the resin printing the whole car front, the whole front bumper. Like in resin printing. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I couldn't even understand what it was, you know? And back in the day, like, that was like a car company has the technology, you know? So
hundreds of millions of dollars just for the machine to print.
No way I'm ever going to be able to afford this. So now, like, I have 6 printers at home because I'm a hoarder.
6 printers?
Yeah. Because I was just buying and like keep like upgrading because like I have mostly Lego ones, which are crazy. I have the new. It's even in the box right there.
Nice.
The Lego Saturn Ultra, something like that.
That's what I have too. It's amazing.
Great. Yeah, it's great. I haven't tried yet because I bought the Jupiter one. You know the Jupiter? It's huge. So it takes like 2 liters just to start printing. So if the print fails, you lose at least 1 liter of resin. I'm like, I cannot afford this. Which is kind of expensive. But I've been doing a lot of 3D printing as well. And I went to Japan beginning of the year and I bought like a bunch of Tamiya paints. And
those are great too.
Those are the best. It's insane how much better they are from like other brands in Brazil. Yeah,
even like the American like Warhammer paint, they're fine, but like all the Japanese paint for hobby, it's insane because they do trains, they do model kits for like tanks and whatever. Like, they're so deep in the hobby.
It's insane
stuff that
I went to Wonder Festival actually to show some of my stuff there in Japan, and I was looking. The first time in my life, I was actually looking other people work in real life. And I was almost crying, like literally, just like happiness, because it's impossible. You see some of this stuff in front of you, and like, this is impossible. Like, I don't know how I can achieve this level, right? And I asked, I don't know if you know Shin Tanabe. He's a crazy sculptor from Japan, like older guy. He's the best friend from Takayuki Takeya. Takayuki Takeya, you know him.
Probably
Damn.
the work, but like all the name, I'm so bad with
Damn,
names.
boy. Okay, I have to
What-
send you some links later. But listen,
Okay.
so he painted like this little like girl, right? It's just a bust.
Mhm.
Impossible, okay? Because it doesn't look like a, what can I say? It doesn't look like something like a model kit that's painted. It looks like a tiny person, but like real.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just asking how did you did this? And he's like, just paintbrush and airbrush.
You just paint it, and it's
Yeah,
easy.
I'm like,
dude.
yeah, I know, but how? It's like, patience. I'm like, damn, boy, that's not an answer, you know? But I understand because it's so much, like, they put like 10, 15 hours just in painting one face.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't have that patience at all. Like,
Me neither. No.
Yeah.
I just want to get to the next thing. Like, I finished this one.
Yeah.
Too many ideas to get bogged down
Yes.
with one project for.
Yeah, I cannot do that. So, yeah. But maybe that's the reason why I'm not that good. So, and I think when I look at your work, it's so relatable for many people. Many people, they have that intrinsic design capability. They want to explore ideas and make stuff quickly, hastily, but they don't have the tools most of the time, you know? Like even ZBrush, I feel it's so clunky most of the times.
Yeah.
It's not natural at all, you know?
No.
And I've been trying some stuff now, even with my sketchbook. Like just, if I have an idea for an arm, I just draw it and I run through like Tencent's 3D generative AI and I have a base mesh, you know, because it's, why not, you know, there's no rules.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. And
I've been playing with more like generative 3D stuff.
Yes.
And it's pretty wild. Like you can just use your ref image, and then instead of having to model the ref from scratch, you just boom 3D
hey, but
AI.
that's illegal. That's illegal.
Oh shit!
Hey, listen, hands up. You concept art motherfucker.
Oh no.
That's so crazy, right? It's so brutal. Because why not? Why can't we do this? I don't understand it. Like even when I was a student, right? When I was trying to learn like how to draw metal or how to draw wood, you would copy 1-to-1, right? I want to make wood texture, right? And then at some point I'm like, this shit sucks, you know? I hate painting. Why can I not use the image of the wood?
Yeah.
And
photo bashing. You know?
But I didn't know the term, right? So I'm like, I was doing it and I felt like, oh, this is illegal. I'm doing something wrong here. And then I posted on a Facebook group and people flamed me, dude. Like they hated me. I'm like, why? I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, concept art, it always feels like cheating. Like whenever you were always drawing and then it's like, oh, now you're drawing on a Cintiq, you're using digital painting, that's cheating. It's like, okay, then I'm gonna use photo bashing. Oh shit, that's cheating. It's like, oh, I'm gonna use 3D to block out my concept. That's also cheating. It's like,
dude, there's no winning.
No, I mean, at the end of the day, man, just do whatever you want to do and fuck what people think.
Like, same. I think the contra, how can I say, the opposite side of the argument should be you can only paint with oil paints and sculpt in marble, you know? Because if you're not doing those, then that's not real art, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If you're using like Copic markers, that's cheating as well. Because that shit's, you know, that is cheating. If you think about it, it's so easy to use, you know? Compared
no, but like cheating for what? Like, is there the concept police? Like,
there's nothing like that. Yeah.
Like we're just trying to express ideas. You're just trying to make something cool, and like the tools that allow us to get there. That's the tool I'm gonna use. And like for me, like the generative typing text and like having an image pop up, I find that boring. Like it's not so fun to do.
It's so lame.
Yeah, it's so boring. Plus it looks like shit. Like it looks either super photoreal. Yeah, it's very generic. Like every time I try to make something, I have to tweak everything. It's like I'd rather just do it and sculpt it. Like that's the fastest way from my brain to the page, you know?
Yeah. All right. That's crazy, dude. Any hobbies aside from art? Do you have anything that you do, like running, gym?
I mean, video games. I play a lot of video games. I've been getting into photography recently. That's been really fun. Yeah, taking pictures, and that's also cheating, by the way. Photography. Yeah.
Steroids are also cheating, but I don't compete. So people are like, you cannot use steroids, August. I'm not competing. Like, how is that cheating?
But yeah, photography has been really nice. I've been doing pottery too. That's been super fun.
Oh, dude,
too.
I want to do that so bad, but it's so expensive
Yeah,
here
it's
in
so
Brazil.
cool.
Yeah, is it satisfying as it looks?
Yes, but it's also very frustrating because you're trying to make something and it's like, oh, it should be easy. It's just a bowl, right? And then you do it and then it flops over, it breaks, and you're like, fuck.
There's like so much hidden
fun.
problems there that you don't see until you do it. I see.
Yeah, you see somebody do it and you're like, oh, that's so easy. And then you try to do it, it's like impossible.
You have to worry about the thickness or the angle.
Yeah. And then the speed and then the moisture and the like. It's very hard, but once you get something done, it's super satisfying. It's like whenever you play Dark Souls, right? It's super hard, but you beat the boss and you're like, oh shit, I did it. It's the same thing.
Everything that is worth it, it's hard. I mean, I've never met any artists that are actually good. They're like, oh, this shit's so easy, you know. Never seen that. And they always have like frustrations with their process, because you think you're gonna get to a point where in your life you're like satisfied with your art, or like there's.
I mean, right now I'm pretty satisfied with my stuff. Like, not that I'm the best at everything, but whenever I do something, I'm proud of it, and it's not like it's not a struggle the whole time. Like whenever I sculpt a mech, I'm like, I'm pretty good at mech. I can make something cool, and by the end of it, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. But I'm gonna try to get better still. Like I'm still very confident in my work, but I know I can still improve. You know, it's a balance. I try not to be too cocky, but you know, like
But you have to.
I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
You have to be delusional. You know, you have to be
a little bit. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I mean, why not? Right? It doesn't hurt anyone, and it actually makes you.
No, but it's true. Like whenever I was learning concept art, and like the society and your parents, they're like, no, you won't make money with art, and you're like, you know what? I will make money with art. Just fucking watch me go, and then you did it, and
everyone call you a retard, you know, because they're like, especially in Brazil, dude. Imagine you're Brazilian, like there's nothing, no resources at all, and like people are just like, oh, you're crazy, dude. You're gonna.
No, that's true.
But I'm like, I don't have anything still, so what can I lose? I don't have anything, you know.
Well, I'm lucky. Like I live in Montreal, and there's a lot of big game studios in Montreal, and then there's a lot of culture around art, and it's a very creative city. And so I grew up in that, and I was really lucky to be like, oh, I can work in, you know, Ubisoft is in Montreal, there's EA, there's Warner, like there's big companies, there's small companies, and I'm very lucky to be there. And
but there's more competition as well, you know, because you have to be aware, like there's people that are better than you, and you're like trying to improve and try to be better than them.
I'm also very competitive. Like whenever I was playing games, it's like, oh, first person shooter. I want to be top frag. You know, I want to be the best. Dude, and
I'm playing
play rank in every.
Dude, I'm playing Tekken right now.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
It's not hard. It's, how can I say? It is hard.
There's always somebody better. Yeah, there's always some guy that's better.
I figured this shit out. I can never lose again. And then like maybe a 12-year-old kid destroys you.
Yep.
And like, boy, and I'm trying to send them a message on PS Plus, you know, the PSN app, and my girlfriend's like, actually right now she's my wife, but she's like,
nice,
Guto. She called me Guto, right? Don't do this. You're
chill out.
Yeah, you're bigger than that.
You have nothing to prove.
Yeah, I'm like, no, but
this fucking guy.
But he's a kid. Just I don't care. He needs to learn. Yeah, it's so funny. Why we are like this? I mean, most of concept artists, they are super competitive, and they have this desire to. I don't think it's prove somebody else wrong, but it's just. I think it has to do with the design process, because your mind's always working. You always want to put stuff out there, right? And
so the problem solving, right? You hear that all the time. You're always trying to fix something or like to solve something, and it is true because most of my friends that are concept artists, they have the same kind of mentality. They're competitive. They want to learn about everything. They get obsessed with stuff like, oh, I learned this new tool, or I discovered this new subject, and now they're just invested in, you know,
fully
whatever.
Yeah. How do you see all that stuff? Like we talked in the beginning. How do you see on the industry, because I think the industry is gonna be there. People make so much storm in a glass of water, you know. Like they make it seem like everything is gonna go downhill. Like
you're talking about like the jobs and the studios,
the jobs and everything, but that's not I don't worry about that, you know. I don't worry about anything actually. I'm just thinking like I cannot even visualize the new tools that are gonna come up, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's so crazy because we are from a time like old guys, but we actually are, right? Like we saw like how Photoshop was a big tool, and then like ZBrush, and then you see like Fusion 360, and then VR, and then we see like a bunch of other tools, right? And then mixing and matching those. Remember those generative images, but they were so bad, like the GAN AI. I think they were better because they're so like low resolution, dreamy, weird. Like I used to spend a lot of time just making stuff there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm just use this texture or base, like I'm gonna say like it's a base, right, for making a character or something.
It's very abstract. It's like when people start painting and they do like a bunch of scribbles just to get a base, and it
was much better, I think, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna follow the tools. Like whenever there's a new tool that pops up, I'm always interested to like learn something new, just because I like new technology. I like the whole like industry moving forward. Right now, I feel like the game industry is kind of moving backwards with all the big studios and like all the mismanagement of money and all that shit. But like the industry as a whole, like the video games, they're still getting better. The artists are getting better and the tech's getting better. So I'm excited, and that's one of the reason why I wanted to be in this industry, is because it's fast. You know, it's always dynamic. There's always something happening, like new people, new tech, new whatever. Like I used to watch E3, you know, back in the day, and it's like, oh, this new game looks sick. Like that's the excitement I still have whenever I see a new game coming out or like a new whatever. And I just wish there was more new stuff that was fun to use, you know, because the Gen AI stuff, I find it boring. Like,
so boring.
But the Gen 3D, it's pretty cool right now because there's still in infancy. Like I whenever I use Gen AI, I'm trying to make, you know, textures for stuff, because I want to generate my own materials instead of having to go on the library of whatever. I would just type in, you know, all metal texture, and then it's all the images are copyrighted. Like, this is garbage, you know. Let me make my own textures.
I did a live stream where I was drawing like my version of Yoshimitsu, just like grayscale, very simple, sketchy, right? I'm like, dude, I just wanna. What my process actually is, like I would photo bash like textures on top, and then play with the light and the shadow, and make it a little bit more 3D, not realistic, but you know, just a little bit like illustrative, right?
Yeah.
So now I just can drop that into like, I don't know, even Chat GPT or Sora, you know. I'm like, make it bronze material, you know, and then makes like a perfect 1-to-1. Doesn't change the design, you know. I'm like, why would I photo bash this? Doesn't make any sense, dude. Because even if photo bashing is cheating, then this is also cheating. So I'm taking the easy way out, you know.
Yeah, but I find I still have to tweak a lot of stuff. If I ask a AI to like render something, they always fuck up some detail. Like there's some proportions that are warped. Like I still don't have the control I want on my thing.
Yeah. But even that, like, it doesn't change the fact that it's a great tool, right? It's like, even in Keyshot, you have all the controls. You still have to tweak stuff in Photoshop, like for the final presentation. Like there's no tool that fits all the solutions, right? Yeah. And even like before the whole generative AI tools, I was thinking about purchasing a 3D scanner, because I wanted to sketch my own, because I play with clay a lot. So just sketch some cool shapes and like scan them and make them a brush in like Adobe Medium or something. But
that's pretty fun. Like it's something we should have more, you know, the 3D scanning, like with your phone or whatever. I know they sell some telephone looking thing with two cameras, and these are pretty cool. I wish there was more stuff like this, you know, like more
It's like
yeah, but
yeah,
all the same with the 3D printing. Like the tech is super insane. Like why can't I have at home some fucking crazy laser? You know, I don't know.
Imagine
just do it faster, please. The
yes.
engineers.
Yes. Why? It's just. I feel like it's easy. I mean, I'm not a programmer or anything, but like if I can imagine it, you know, I'm not like a genius or anything. Like I think
there's the classic concept artist mentality. Yeah. Just like the modeler is gonna figure out all the.
We're like basically we're architects, you know. Like the guys are the engineers, and like I just drew it. Just you have to build it now.
It looks easy, right?
Yeah. I actually have a gig right now. Maybe I can tell you off air, but the job.
Yeah, sure.
It's pretty cool. I think you're gonna love it. But yeah, I have a guy there who's trying to like resculpt my models. They're trying to make like game ready. And I don't know, for some reason they just decimate the model. They're trying to like remodel it, and then doing that they change the design. So it's basically like, and then the client's like, I don't change the design. But like, how do I remodel this? It's just do one to one. But it's even that, you know. It's so why we are having this conversation? Like why is, you know? It's, like,
it's tricky. Like I really like working with 3D artists that can take your concept model and make it better.
Yes.
Like that's the best. But whenever you give it to somebody that's like either a junior, like it's an outsourcing company, they will either make it 1-to-1 or worse. Like it's hard that they make it better. But whenever you work with a really good 3D artist, like that's amazing.
Yeah. It's a dream come true, because you see our stuff, like it
looks better. You're like,
yeah, damn, like I did that, you know. Like I feel like because you are part of the process, but you actually didn't do all the extra steps, you know. But it's like I want to put that in my portfolio, but I never do. Like I never put like client stuff on my portfolio. I even had like some. I don't know why. I don't feel like my client work represents my quality right now, because it's always.
Are you not proud of it? You're like, I could do better, you know.
Yeah, I mean, do you know Rebel Moon?
No.
Rebel Moon, the movie from Zack Snyder.
Repeat that again.
Rebel Moon, like.
Rebel Moon, yeah.
Oh, sorry, my English is.
No, good.
It's Brazilian. It's I did the Jimmy, you know. I made Jimmy. That's cool. Yeah, I love that. I never posted the design it. I don't know why.
That's good though. I'll post it. It's nice.
It's cringe, you know? Because it's not my own design. Because I'm, you know, having feedback the client and like, oh, you have to change this. And even for the beginning of that project, they wanted to be like a practical suit. So we were trying to match for the actor, but the actor was so bulky. And the proportions look so weird, right? And like 2 months later, they're like, oh, we found someone who's like skinny. Maybe we can do this, right? Match the proportions of this guy. But
even with video games, like they do a rig, and then you have to fit the mesh on the rig, and then it fucks up all the proportions, and you're like, well, my design looks like so stupid now.
Yeah, because you make like, sometimes you make the head smaller so the helmet doesn't look like a Lego helmet, you know. Like, now it looks like a Lego helmet because it's like realistic proportions. I feel like, okay, do you know the new game that is gonna come out from the same studio who did Shadow of the Colossus?
What's it called?
I don't remember, but it's just like it's basically Shadow of the Colossus, but with like mechs.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Where do I pre-order?
But it's like sci-fantasy, because the mechs, like, it is a mechanical, like legit mechanical design, but it's like magic, something like moving.
That's cool.
It's so sick. I'm like, I just make this 1,000,000%, you know, because I you know Yoshitaka Amano, the guy who made the artworks for Final Fantasy, like the original concept art.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, they make those crazy paintings, right? Why don't we have a Final Fantasy like that? You know, I don't understand. Like, you have all the tools, all the resources.
Yeah.
Clearly, people love the artwork. Yeah, I don't know. I just want more original stuff. That's all.
No, I agree. It's one of the biggest problem right now, I think, in the game industry is they're trying to be too safe. Like, they want to appeal to everybody, and whenever they design something, it feels very generic and very safe. Like, oh, it needs to work for the 14-year-old and it needs to work for the 50-year-old. Like, it needs to work for it. women and men and everything in between, and like for the Asia and for North America, and it needs to be for everybody. But
it has to be
the best games,
funny, you know.
yes, but not too funny and kind of serious and sad. Like, but it can't be everything. Like, you need to have like a clear direction, and like some of the best games were made almost in a vacuum. Like, they didn't think about all that stuff, and they just made what they were passionate about. Like, recently they had the Wukong game that was fantastic, but that was basically made with a small team, and they're like, oh, just do whatever you want. Well, kind of. And they made something fantastic. Like, same thing for most of the Japanese game, like this From Soft games. They're like, oh, just make whatever you want, and that everybody
games
loves.
Back in the day, they were all like that.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry. Yeah. Like Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3. They're all different games. Like, they have nothing, you know. Like,
it wasn't safe. It felt very artistic, and like right now it feels like it's designed by somebody with a spreadsheet, and they're like, oh, these numbers, like these people, they need to have this kind of. But at the end of the day, we're making art. Like, we're not making numbers. Like, it's so frustrating as an artist to be constrained in that way, you know.
Do you have any game ideas of your own, like, that you would love to see?
Personally, I'm not very game designer. Like, I like to play games, but I don't. Well, I work in video games, but like, my fun is not to make the game itself. I like to make the art.
But listen, I'm not asking you like, I don't want to like pitchfork, you know. I'm just saying, like, as a kid, like, you're a kid, right? For example, I have one dream. It's a dream. Okay, I don't know if it's ever gonna happen because I don't have the tools or the money or the resources to do it. But I went to a fighting game of insectoid man, you know.
Okay.
I'm like a grasshopper guy, right? And I will fight your character. It's like a, I don't know, like a cockroach.
Okay, I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
And or like you're a mantis guy, right? And we fight, and it's like a tournament. So everybody starts at the bottom, but when you get to the top, like every time you finish a fight, if I dismembered your guy, I can use your tool for the next fight. So I can be like a beetle guy with like mantis like blades, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So you keep like evolving your character until you find the end, but you don't know what you're gonna get, you know. So your build's always different. So it's just because I love insectoids, you know, and I love bugs.
Sure.
You know.
Okay, then what I would like to see, and it's being made right now, but I feel like it's never going to come out. It's something like Star Citizen, where it's like a full 3D simulator in space, where you can be like a pilot, and then you can do everything in space, but no restriction. Like Star Citizen, they're kind of doing it, but like it's taking forever. Like, feels like it's never gonna come out. But like something where you're full
immersed.
RPG, you know, I can be a space pirate, I can be a merchant, I can go on the planet, I can discover shit, like just live in the sci-fi world. I would really like that. Like, you'd be able to build mechs and, you know, spaceships and whatever, but just to be free, you know, like basically Minecraft, but like cranked up to, you know.
Yeah. I think that's why Minecraft is so successful. And even Terraria, it's like, you can do anything, you know, and I miss those. I think GTA kind of ruined that a little bit, because like, GTA San Andreas and Vice City, it's cool, you know, but I don't get it, all the hype. Like, I mean, Rockstar, if you want to hire me, I'm down, but it's like, you know, like I don't want to, I don't know, drive a car around the city. It's so boring. Or even like playing FIFA games, like playing soccer games, or, you know.
Yeah, I enjoy creative games like Minecraft. I love because there's no rules, there's no missions. It's just like, oh, you're here, and then just fucking do what you want to do. Yeah. I really enjoy that type of like building in games, like stuff with base building and like crafting. I really like. I play a little bit less competitive shooters now, like maybe because I'm too old and my reflexes are bad now. Like, I'm gonna retire and play Minecraft, but
probably.
Something.
What's our favorite game, by the way?
Okay, well, it used to be Destiny.
Okay.
But I've retired. Like, I've played too much, and now the game is in a terrible state, then there's cheaters and it sucks. So I stopped playing. But I've played. I've played like 4,000 or 5,000 hours. So this used to be my favorite game. Yeah, like right now, I don't know. I'm trying whenever it comes out. Like whenever stuff looks interesting. I've been playing Expedition 33. That's been really cool. The Ghost of Yotei just came out yesterday or 2 days ago. So I've been playing that. That's been fun. So yeah, whatever game that comes out that looks cool, I'm gonna try it. And
have you tried?
I'll play everything. No, that does look cool, but I haven't. No.
Plays really well too. Unfortunately, they don't care about the cheaters, and like rhythm with them. So yeah, that takes you out of it. Like you're just trying to have fun, and there's some guy just shooting through walls and everything. Like it's like so annoying. Bots is like that's the point. I don't even understand like people who play shooter games and they use cheats. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like they're not playing the game. Like what's the point? I don't understand.
Now maybe they say the same thing about the photo bashing, you know?
You think
these are the same people. I don't
know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's like a personality trait, you know? Like they can't
I don't know.
Complain or
you're like, I'm still winning, you know? Well, okay, good for you.
Yeah, well, like I paint all my textures by hand, by the way.
Yeah,
and I poly model all my models. Like cool. I don't know. I'm not a modeler, you know. I'm not a painter. So I don't know if I fit any of those categories. Do you sketch anything? Like, do you like to draw? Like,
I used to sketch a lot. Right now, no. It's been a couple of years that I stopped sketching. But before COVID, I used to take the subway. And I always have my little sketchbook in my pocket, and then the whole time I would sketch. And I don't know if you saw like the documentary that we released.
All my okay, you have to understand this. Okay, forget the last question. All my students, I told them, right? I'm probably in the near future I'm gonna like be doing a podcast with Mechnnuggetts, and they lost their shit. Okay. Can you say like hello Gabriel, just because it's
hello Gabriel
and Bruno because they love your stuff, dude. And Bruno, he was also very inspired by your work. He's a Gundam fan, okay? And I don't know if I can say this, but I think I can because he's already hired. You know.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
You can imagine what kind of work he's doing, but that's so cool. Yeah, and he's like a guy who 3 years ago, he wasn't a concept artist at all. I just took him under my wing, and for free, I teach him everything. I told him about VR, you know, because I saw your stuff. And he's like, Mechnnuggetts, you know. Do you have an idea of how many people you influenced in the past?
No.
Do you understand, like, it's actually important what you're doing?
But that's what I'm trying to do. I'm glad that it comes across, but that's what I'm trying to do, inspire people and like share my excitement for what I'm doing. And I think I've interacted with both Gabriel and Bruno at some point.
100%. On the internet. Yeah, they're a big fan. Yeah.
But yes, but I understand, but not to the extent. Like sometimes I get messages, and I always like to respond, but I'm sure I have some impact at somebody that never contacted me, where I don't 100%. See what they do. But I love sharing. You know, I love sharing the techniques. I love to share all the tips and tricks, and I kind of find frustrating whenever you look for information online and it's behind a paywall, or it's like they gatekeep it. They don't want to share, and like, why? Just share with everybody. Like it's if everybody gets better, but then you get better as well. Like everything moves forward, you know. It's gatekeeping the information I find stupid.
Even like Gabriel and Bruno, those two guys specifically, like I teach them a bunch of stuff, but Gabriel is like a amazing painter, okay? And Bruno is a great designer, so I'm always learning from them. Like even if it's not about painting or design, but they're learning new tools. They're like, oh, go check this out, you know. And it's like, I call it the wheel, right? The wheel of life. It goes around. And like, you never know, like maybe Bruno is gonna hire me eventually, you know, to work on something. Yeah, and I'm not helping, so in the future I have the possibility of getting hired. No, I'm not doing that, right? But do you have any teachers in your family, by the way? Like
teachers? I mean, my dad, he just retired, but he was a cooking instructor.
I see. Okay, makes sense. I think there's something to it because my mom, she's a teacher, and I think there's something innate, you know, like we see with our parents, and like you want to share that stuff, and it comes from a genuine place, you know. I see in your videos that it's so adorable, I guess, you know, because you're like genuinely having fun, you know. And I think
sure.
even on YouTube, like when I watch my YouTubers, not my YouTubers, but the guys who I like to watch, it's always feels so artificial. Like I'm not doing it for views as well, you know. I don't get that many views. I get like 3,000 views, 4,000 views, like
same.
And it's so niche, you know. Like if I wanted to have a bunch of views, I would do like bodybuilding stuff. I don't know, you know, like something more popular. But it's not the point. And same here, dude. I get a bunch of messages. Sometimes I don't answer them because they fall into some of those weird like don't reply boxes or spam, you know. But I don't know. I think we need to share everything. We have to.
Yeah, absolutely. I always try to answer all the comments too. Like even the negative ones. I love fighting with people online. It's my favorite. So you want to argue? Man, I grew up on the, you know, in the internet in the year 2000. Like
on like forums on the internet, people don't even know. Like
like League of Legends global chat. You know, I'll fight with anybody.
like some hentai forum or something. Some random stuff. Like they don't even share hentai anymore. It's just like tutorials or something. You know? Dude.
But I love interacting with the comments and with people, and it's like the YouTube stuff has been really fun to do because the interaction is much better than what I got on like Instagram, for instance. Like when you post on Instagram, people are like, "Oh, cool mech." And you're like, "Okay, thanks." But whenever
15 seconds, they just watch it your piece or at the most, you know.
And then on YouTube, people watch a video and then they feel connected, and then they'll share their story, they'll share their you know, their progress or what they like, or like that's super fun. And that's, I think, what keeps me making more YouTube content is like the interaction with people too, because you know, you want to share your story, you want to share your voice. And
did you have friends like that, like artist friends as well, or do you feel like you're like a weird guy when you were a kid? Because I felt like I was a weird guy, you know.
I mean, now most of my friends are concept or art people.
Back in the day, boy.
Back in the day, I had some artist friends, but not much. I was always the art guy. I used to do a lot of graffiti too when I was young, so I had some friends doing graffiti, but I was always like the art guy. And then whenever I got into the whole video game industry, I connected with everybody that was like-minded. I was like, okay, this is, you know, this is my crew. I feel very comfortable around those people.
When you find those guys, it's such a transcendental experience, because I'm like, damn, I can be retarded now, you know. And I think what you're saying about recording all your process and posting on YouTube, it's something that I try to do as well, because I feel like when I was coming up, like just studying stuff and building portfolio, you know, and watching like Japanese guys painting stuff, I always felt like I want to be part of this, like, but I don't want to be part of this just watching. I want to not just make it, but I want to make it with someone else, you know. I want it to be like a guy over my shoulder, and I want to be over the shoulder of other person, you know.
Sure.
And now I had 2 years ago, I had my birthday, and I called all my friends from all over Brazil, right? Like Brazil is a huge continent, so not continent, country, but it's almost a continent, right? So everybody comes from all different places. And it's the first time I had the experience of having like real artists, like really great artists around me. And I'm just like, nobody paints with the airbrush or like painting models at all. So I'm just painting, like there's like 5 guys behind me, like, what the hell, this is so amazing. Like, hey, it's just airbrush, you know? But yeah, I wish, I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why we are so sparse, you know?
Yeah. No, you want to connect with people and you want to share your passion. I feel like it's a natural thing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. I think we get so discouraged when we are young, when we are doing art, and it's just like, when you find those guys, you're like, damn, I'm not crazy, you know?
Yeah, no, man, that's why you want to share it too. Like, one of the reason why I got into concept art was because the Feng Zhu videos.
Same,
like, dude. He was, this guy,
He's beyond.
He started a whole generation. Like he made videos, and he's like, you can be an artist and you can make money, and if you just have to be good, you just have to know your fundamentals and whatever. So I became obsessed with his stuff, and I watched every single video like multiple times, and like, and that's how you learn. So I'm trying to like pass it forward the same way that I was inspired by this guy, and I'm gonna try to maybe inspire a new generation of the next generation of concept artists. You know?
Damn, dude, it's so true. I actually, in 2013, when I was going to Korea, I stopped by Singapore, and I went to FZD school just to see if I can. I don't know. I didn't have a plan. Okay, I just found the address and just went there. Right, I called beforehand, and the girl, like the secretary, was like, "Do you want to meet Feng?" I'm like, "It's a possibility. I mean, yeah, sure." You know? And then he was teaching a class. Like, he's like blaming a dude for making a weird like powered sign. It's like, doesn't make any sense. I'm like, this is real. Like, first time I'm seeing like this is actually possible, right?
Yeah.
And Feng Zhu, it's making sounds when he's touching the pen on the tablet. Like, beep, beep, pop, it's so many.
No, his stuff was super inspiring. Yeah, and I really wanted to go to FZD school, like, because you know, it's like, that's where you go to become the best. And then I figured out maybe it's too expensive, or like it's a whole thing. So I would watch his video, and then whenever he was saying like, you need to learn fundamentals about rendering, and I was like, okay, now I get every book on rendering and every video, and I do this, and I was like, but you need to learn perspective. Shit, okay, the Scott Robertson book about perspective.
Scott Robertson, dude. Damn, boy, we all live the same life. I mean, I feel like dude, damn.
Yeah, it's like those big names and big influences. Like I learned so much, and I want to pass it forward. I want to do the same thing for somebody else, you know.
And you're doing it already. Like whenever I like reference like Mech and stuff, I always thought, go watch some Mechnnugget's videos. Like, there's a bunch of cool stuff there. Like, just see, like, even I think one of the first videos on your YouTube is you making like a rifle in VR or something like that.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And I watched that video, dude. 15 times maybe, like really legit 15 times. I was just buying like my first VR headset. I was using like the Oculus S, I think it's the name, like the Rift S.
Rift S,
Yeah, I'm like, damn. And then you bought like the Quest 2, and I'm like, damn, I have to upgrade this shit. I was like, no, I still have the Quest 2 here. It's pretty good.
Yeah, same. Like my wardrobe is like filled with, you know, the Rift, and then the Rift S, and then the Quest 2, and then the Quest 3.
Okay, so you were flaming me before because I have a bunch of printers, right? So you're Oculus hoarder, okay?
Yeah. But I also have a bunch of old printers too that I'm not using. But I thought you had 6 printers running at the same time.
No,
but it's just you're upgrading.
5.
Okay, because
I have a problem, dude. I actually need help.
Yeah.
All right, I don't want to take too much of your time because we're already like in an hour.
All good, man.
I mean, yeah, if you wanna, I don't know, if you have a message for everyone who's starting out, or if you wanna point them to some direction. I didn't want the video to be like about the industry at all, but I don't know. We like.
I'm happy to yap with somebody that shares the same kind of you know, interest, and I could talk about this stuff for hours. So if ever you want to do one more, just you know, call me, and
let's do this then. I will talk to my students and some of my friends who are also concept artists. I'm gonna get some questions, and we'll do a part 2 in like a couple of weeks, maybe.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Good to you? So it's our time now to give us a speech.
That's a lot of pressure, but
I'll take away the pressure.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. You have to do it.
It's your message to the world.
Yeah. If you mess this up, you're gonna ruin a generation of artists.
Oh fuck. No, but it is one advice I give to people often. It's don't listen to anybody. Like, don't listen to people saying that's the best way to do something, or like, you should do this, you should do that if you want to succeed. Like, find a way that works for you, and then do what you want to do and have fun with it. And if you have fun, you'll just get better, and it won't feel like working. It won't feel like pressure. But if you hate it, you're not gonna get anywhere, right? You do it because you like it at first, and then getting better will come naturally. It'll just come with time.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's similar to what I say. Like many of my students, they ask me, Augusto, what is popular in the industry to build a portfolio? I'm like, dude, don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Like you're gonna kill yourself like in a couple of months. Like you hate sci-fi, you're doing sci-fi stuff. It's like, yeah, eventually if you wanna be more like hireable, like you have to have the knowledge, but there's no point.
You still need some fundamentals. Like you'll do stuff that won't feel nice. Like learning, sometimes it feels frustrating because you're trying to express something and it doesn't come out, and you feel like stuck, you know. But once you break that barrier and you're able to express yourself, like do what you want to do, like do your voice, like your own message, and people are gonna connect with that. Like
and even if you find something that you actually like one of my first gigs, I got hired by Alex Figini. You probably know him. He's great.
Yeah.
One of the OGs.
Yeah, he is OG.
And I was doing some character designs there, and he's like super pleased with my stuff. But he always pointed me stuff that is not wrong, but I could do better, right? And be humble enough to where like, dude, doesn't need to be Alex Figini, right? But if someone is like, oh, did you actually, if you do this, it's gonna look better. And I remember, I'm never gonna forget, like, he's just telling me, like, the center line looks off. I'm like, what do you mean, you know? Like, I don't have, like, a traditional background, right?
Yeah.
And then he just, like, does, like, a liquify. And, like...
You see it right away, and your eyes...
And you'll never forget, right? So even then, it can be frustrating. Like, even if you're doing something that you like, that you're good at, but it's just look at those things, at those problems as opportunities to grow. I mean,
and be open-minded, like trying to learn from everybody, trying to absorb the world and see design in nature, in the graphic design on the street of a banner or something, like engineering. Like be open and be like a sponge and like learn and absorb everything, and that's how you get better.
That's true. All right, man. What's your real name, by the way?
Andre.
Oh yeah, it's true. So you have what's your background, like your ethnic background? I don't know if you mind sharing it at all. But
my dad is Vietnamese and my mom is French Canadian.
That makes sense. Okay, that's why you look so damn handsome, dude.
Shit, thank you.
All right, I didn't want to put you on the spot there, but
you're a I appreciate it.
I have a wife, okay?
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we're fine. Hey, it was actually much better than I thought. Like,
it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, I feel like I was just talking to a friend. Like,
no, I mean, same here. And anytime I'm happy to come in and talk. So
okay, I will gather those questions and I'll let you know.